Why, hello there. Today, I think I'll talk about ponies.
My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me.
So I've been wanting to do this video for a while now. I just haven't really found a good chance to do it, so I figured I'd do it today. Today, talking about my life as a brony, and you know, My Little Pony in general. Derpy shirt, of course. Got my Rainbow Dash plushie. Thank you to my friend Alex for getting me this for last Christmas, because he's such a good friend. And of course, a My Little Pony drinking vessel. Of course, I cut out Rarity and Fluttershy, but whatever. So, in this video, I figured I'd cover 5 sections. And first off, I wanted to explain how I became a brony and when. Okay, so a little after season 2 ended, I had been, of course, hearing about this whole brony movement online, you know, YouTube, basically, 4chan, all those sites. So I decided that I was finally going to give it a chance.
Yay!
Like, okay, this has become just huge, so I might as well give it a shot. Like, I'll try almost anything at least once. So I loaded up YouTube and decided, of course, to start at season 1, episode 1 and 2.
Once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria, there were 2 regal sisters who ruled together and created harmony for all the land. To do this, the eldest used her unicorn powers to raise the sun at dawn. The younger brought out the moon to begin the night. Thus, the 2 sisters maintained balance for their kingdom and their subjects, all the different types of ponies. But as time went on, the younger sister became resentful. The ponies relished and played in the day her elder sister brought forth, but shunned and slept through her beautiful night. One fateful day, the younger unicorn refused to lower the moon to make way for the dawn. The elder sister tried to reason with her, but the bitterness in the young one's heart had transformed her into a wicked mare of darkness, Nightmare Moon. She vowed that she would shroud the land in eternal night. Reluctantly, the elder sister harnessed the most powerful magic known to ponydom, the elements of harmony. Using the magic of the elements of harmony, she defeated her younger sister and banished her permanently in the moon. The elder sister took on responsibility for both sun
And moon. And harmony has been maintained in Equestria for generations since.
And that is definitely how I became a brony. The first 2 episodes, where Twilight, you know, discovers friendship with the other 5 girls, you know.
You still don't have the 6th element! The spark didn't work!
But it did. A different kind of spark. I felt it the very moment I realized how happy I was to hear you, to see you, how much I cared about you. The spark ignited inside me when I realized that you all are my friends.
You know, it's just, I can really relate to that, because, let's put it this way, as a kid, I was extremely lonely. Like, pretty much up until, like, maybe middle school, high school. So, like, 8th and 9th grade up through high school, I was really the only time I actually had, you know, friends. So I was really able to relate to Twilight, because, like, I was always that kid, you know, who was really smart, but I had no friends. When I can relate to a show, it really just makes it all that much better for me. The moment that really gets me was when she sees in each of her friends, you know, she realizes how, you know, special they are to her. And, you know, that really, you know, touches me right in my chest area. 'Cause, you know, when you don't have friends as a kid and you finally find people that like the same stuff as you, you can trust, you can talk to about anything. You know, it just really helps with a lot of things. Life in general just gets better for you. Like I really struggled with depression as a kid, and you know, I was always bullied in school about my weight. You know, I was just the butt of jokes, rumors. So let's just get off that topic. But back to ponies. So when I see the first 2 episodes where Twilight really just, you know, discovers friendship and the magic it brings to your heart, it just really hooked me. And that's basically the reason why I became a brony, is because it really relates to my life, knowing that I have friends that imbue the elements of harmony.
Applejack, who reassured me when I was in doubt, represents the spirit of honesty. Fluttershy, who tamed the Manticore with her compassion, represents the spirit of kindness. Pinkie Pie, who banished fear by giggling in the face of danger, represents the spirit of laughter. Rarity, who calmed a sorrowful serpent with a meaningful gift, represents the spirit of generosity. And Rainbow Dash, who could not abandon her friends for her own heart's desire, represents the spirit of loyalty.
Basically lets me connect to the characters so much more, knowing that, you know, I can, you know, really relate to it in my real life. Section 2, why I love the show. Okay, well, besides the obvious facts, that I relate to it, you know, that it really just connects with me on like a deep level. The animation is subtle yet complex, if that makes any sense to anyone. I mean, it doesn't try to be like something overly complicated in animation. I just think that's really nice. It's simplistic, yet it can convey a lot with what it does. So I think that's a really big plus for them. Like, the animators on the show are just phenomenal. Voice acting. I mean, when you get a legend such as, you know, Tara Strong on the show, you're in for a really good treat, because she is just ungodly talented. I mean, I grew up watching shows with her, you know, input on it, like, you know, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, Batman. Like, you know, there's all these shows that she did voices for that I watched as a kid. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, the voice actors on the show were amazing. Everyone just did such a phenomenal job with the voice acting. The writers, I mean, the storylines they come up with, and just the overall plot of the show is so deep and involved that it hooks you, and you can really just, you know, get into the story of it. And all the episodes are just so good with what they, you know, do. I mean, even after the season 1, they kind of noticed this whole brony fascination going on, so they start putting in little nods here and there. You know, hello. We're not going to talk about Derpy in particular because, actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going to talk about Derpy. Okay, here's my thing on the situation. Hasbro and DHX, in their episode where they featured Derpy and had her talk and do her thing, that was a huge risk for them, because they know that parents groups are like the hand of God when it comes to TV shows. Like, parents groups, parent input and stuff like that, just it can really make or break a kid's TV show. And let's face it, even though most of the fan base seems to be adult guys, they're still marketing this as a TV show for girls, ages like 5 to 10. So this took a lot of thought and discussion to actually go for it and put her in the show with a voice that fit her character. And, you know, everything, you know, it was a big nod to the whole fan base to do that, and everyone, you know, flipped shit when they saw it, and it was great. And then, of course, the backlash happened. Even though they got overwhelming amount of positive feedback from fans. The parents groups and the parents apparently were offended by a mentally challenged pony.
I just don't know what went wrong.
On a show, even though the show teaches love and tolerance for all people, you know, yeah, okay, we're obviously trying to make fun of someone with a mental disability on a show that teaches us to love and tolerate everyone equally. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, and because of all the negative backlash from the parents groups, because they are a big influence on them, they had to take it from a business standpoint. I mean, it was still a fairly new show when they put it in. And they had really no choice from a business standpoint to keep the show going without getting a lot of negative backlash. They had no choice but to do the changes that they did, no matter how much the fans backlashed at the changes, because it just wasn't what they wanted. It honestly had to be done, guys. Like, I mean, while I would have liked to have seen the original Derpy stay there, I know what they had to do, and they had to change her. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Number 3.3. I figured I'd just talk to you guys about after I decided to reveal to everyone that I was a brony, and I want to talk about how my friends viewed it, because I was really worried. Because my friend Travis, who you've met before in my videos, was like anti-pony. Anything pony related, he would just like want to burn. So I was really worried what, I mean, I don't know why I was, because he was like my best friend. So I don't know what I was worried about, but I was basically in the brony closet for a good solid 6 months, 8 months maybe. But yeah, basically I revealed to everyone on Facebook that, I was brony, and like, my friends really don't view me any differently, except that I like ponies. So I don't know what I was worried about. I really don't, because it wasn't that big of a deal to my friends, but it just felt good to get it off my chest, and I don't know why I was so, kind of ashamed of myself for liking ponies. I guess it's kind of like those stages. But yeah, once you reach acceptance, everything goes smoothly from there. 4. I want to talk now about Season 3 and the Equestria Girls movie, because that seems to be a point of a lot of turmoil in the fandom. I just want to say, Season 3, I know they were really rushed doing it, and they did the best they possibly could, I think, with the time constraints they had. And, they were just so crunched for time, and I personally, I enjoyed Season 3. While I did feel it was rushed, I still think it was a pretty good, season. Like, the last episode, personally, I mean, it was a good episode, and I know a lot of people said how girly and cliched the ending was. I'm like, you do realize this is still a show about ponies made for little girls, that little girls like princessy and mushy endings, like target audience, or target audience, I would call them. So that's why it was like so Disney. Oh yeah, but I like air quotes. You can see this a lot. But like, people were really just bashing on Hasbro and DHX for the apparently crappy Season 3 finale. And while I believe that having it be the only one episode instead of the 2 that we saw in Season 1 and 2 was really detrimental to how the episode went over, I think. Because, one, I think there was way too many songs in the one episode. It just seemed really cluttered with music and really rushed. Like, it seemed like they just pushed this thing through editing, and, we really didn't have time to do what they wanted to do with the episode, which it shows, but I still think they did a good job with what they could do. So, I mean, after season 3 ended, I know there was a lot of people who just like left because they were like, oh, they don't care about us anymore. No, this was a stupid ending. Blah 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 blah. I mean, it's their prerogative, but I don't see why it was causing so much butthurt within the community. Like, it was okay. It wasn't like, you know, no Discord ending, or, you know, it wasn't like, you know, royal wedding with, you know, such great songs as this day aria. But I mean, it was still a good episode. Come on. You gotta stop being so judgmental of it, especially because how rushed they were with the, you know, whole season. And now on to Equestria Girls. I have not seen the movie yet, but I am going to watch it very soon. But I'll tell you this, I do have some friends who've seen it, and they said that it was pretty damn good. So I am going to give it a chance, because I wanted to go see it in theaters, but the closest theater they were showing it to me was like an hour or 2 drive away from me, and I'm like, I really want to see the movie, but I don't feel like driving all the way down or up to this town and going to try and get tickets, because God knows those tickets obviously sold out very fast. So I didn't get to see it in theaters. I'm going to see it soon, and I may give a reaction video. I'm not really sure, but I had to say this about it. I know how scared people were, and how, like, you know, up in arms were about this Equestria Girls thing, like, you know, turning them into humans. And I mean, I'm like, from what I've heard, it was really just a really well done movie, and people really ended up enjoying it after they saw it. So I just think that the movie, you know, shouldn't have gotten so much bad reaction when it first came out, but we should just give it a chance, like I'm going to. So reaction video possibly coming up. Okay, number 5. I just want to, you know, what I hope to see in the future of the fandom after season 4 will come out, because I saw a sneak peek from BronyCon. Unfortunately, I could not attend BronyCon this year because finances, let's put it, were in the shitter. And I really wanted to go, because since I joined the fandom, I just really wanted to go to BronyCon, but I just couldn't pull it off. Wasn't able to get down to Baltimore. But what I hope to see in the fandom, you know, coming up soon, you know, I'm hoping to see, of course, more people join the herd. I would love to see more people join the herd, because just the more the merrier, obviously. I'm hoping that people, you know, stop taking such a judgmental look at Hasbro and DHX, because they're doing such a good job, and they're just being, like, you know, berated by a lot of these haters who, like, either left the fandom or just aren't pleased with where it's going, the show, apparently, in their opinion. They gotta, you know, they gotta stop with the hate. Like, don't hate, love, and tolerate. I mean, really, that's like the message of the show. Don't hate, love, and tolerate. So, I mean, they're judging DHX and Hasbro too hard for a lot of the creative decision they've made. And I personally think it's worked out in Hasbro's and DHX's favor with what they've taken the show and the direction they're taking it. And the preview for season 4 just looks amazing. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers. I'll give a link below to the video I saw. I just gonna warn you, these are probably gonna be spoilers in the video if you're gonna watch it. So if you don't want any spoilers at all from season 4, do not watch. And of course, I have my calendar set, November 23rd. Woo! Season 4.
Isn't this exciting? Are you excited? Because I'm excited. I've never been so excited. Well, except for the time that went, but I mean, real.
So happy. Back to what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure we're gonna just keep going up from here, you know. Excelsior, onward and upward. That's what I had to say. We're gonna do a section 6, because my video on Do What I Want. I just want to talk quickly about, like, some of my favorite, you know, stuff to watch like OC music, you know, Omnipony, Alex S, Tombstone. I'll give links in the description if you guys haven't watched them. I don't know why you wouldn't have if you're into My Little Pony, but there'll be links below for those guys' page. Please go subscribe because they're really good at what they do. Their original music is just really good and it's really well done. Of course, we got Eurobeat Brony. I almost forgot about him. Acoustic Brony. Oh god, there's so many. I could just go on and on about the OC music on YouTube. I mean, I love original artwork that I've seen. Of course, I can't draw, but I mean, I got a lot of stuff on my computer. I hope to be doing more pony videos. You know, basically just discussions. You know, maybe when season 4 comes out, there'll be a lot more videos to discuss episodes. Let's put it. I'd like to do episode reactions every week when the new season comes out. I hope you guys enjoy my little talk about my love for My Little Pony Friendship Magic. My love of the fandom. I just want to give all my bronies out there watching this a nice big BROHOOF. So, BROHOOF to you. And I'll end here.